Hello everyone. Let me get off my little stairs here, my little ladder. This is a really big canvas, as you can see. It goes from, well, it's about 3 by 4 foot. So that's what we're going to do today. As you can see here, I've already put in a line. It's not really focusing very well, as I see, but I put in this line. Let's see if I can focus it. Yeah, so I put in the line, and this is where I'm gonna put my plaster. So I'll have to get myself some pellet knives. That one, maybe this one, and a flat one. Okay, now I colored the plaster because, oh, this one's getting a little thick. I think it'll work. Now I'm going to be painting over this, so I just colored it so that you guys can see it better on the video. Oops. This is really a big canvas. I tried it on the easel, but that just didn't work out that well. So this is what we're gonna do. What I want is to get it as close to there as I can. As you can see, and I'm gonna use another one to get it even closer to the line. Down here. That's about that. And I'm really moving around this big canvasy thing. I've never done this before, but like I said, it didn't really work on the on that easel thing. Got to make sure that I get it right here, because this part is really important, which I will show you guys later why. I might even speed this bit up a bit, because I don't want to bore you guys to death. But then again, of course, I could talk about the house. But then again, I'll have nothing for my chit-chat channel, right? Oh, that's nice. I like what's going on there. Okay guys, I'm back, and I have to turn the iPad on. I have to get up on a little ladder because it's up really high, otherwise you can't see anything. So what I have is another mixture of the grout and the modeling plaster and the binder. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this stuff on here. So we're going to make sure that we get this all nicely covered. Like that. Just a tiny little bit there, a little bit there. Okay, now comes the cool part. I made my own 3D balls. So these are a lot bigger than the ones that I bought, and we're going to put the bigger ones up here. But I think I will have to drip on some of that binder to get it to really stick to the canvas, or just make this thinner. Yeah, or just dip it in. I'm not sure how to do this. Ooh, don't want too much on top of it though. Nah, this isn't working. Okay. I'm just thinning this stuff up, so I added a lot of binder. And we're going to see if that works better. Yeah, that works better. That works a whole lot better. Now I'm putting it evenly along the border of that really raised plaster stuff, because that's where I want those 3D bowls resting on. But they need a lot more to sort of settle into. So I'm giving it a little more here. I'm wondering about you guys, how many of you watch the F1, the race car stuff? Because we are really into it over here, you know, with Max Verstappen doing his thing. So he's racing in Miami today. It's going to be around 10 p.m. our time. That's when he starts. It's going to be a lot of excitement going on. Okay, let's see if we can do it now. So I'm going to be moving these little things around so they really get into that pasty stuff. Let's put some more in here. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think this is okay, but I need more because I am going to be putting the other sizes in there too. And I might even drip some on. So here we go with the big ones. And I'm pretty sure I want them a little closer to each other. There we go. That's starting to look really good. Now, because there's really a lot of binder in this mixture, I'm hoping that this is going to stay really, really flexible, because that's what we need, because it's on a canvas, of course. You could do this on a MDF board, something like that. Just a big wooden canvas panel. You don't want to overdo it though, do we? No. But it does need a little bit more. Before we come in with the little ones. Good morning, everyone. So this is Monday morning, and this is how far we got. I'm closing in on it. So that's what it looks like. See, there's some nice cracking going on, which I really like. Especially there. Let's get that thing back in focus. There we are. So guys, that's how far we are. I'm gonna paint it today. It's gonna be a lot of work because it's, as you can see, this is how big it is. So that is really big. And I'll be back when I've painted it. Hi guys. So I'm working on the big one. And as you can see, I have a lot of Van Dyke brown. And I'm using a glaze medium to give it a little bit of that glazy look. And then we're just going to brush it off again because we want it in the crevices. We want it right in there and along the top, of course. But to get a nice, really nice, realistic look, you want to do this a couple of times. So we're going to brush it off again. And of course we're going to do this because we want it to have that nice old look. Now yesterday we made the decision to go and look at the new house again. So we're going to leave, let's see, next week Monday we're leaving for a week. It's going to be some really awesome weather. Really warm, so that's what I'm looking forward to. I do want it to have a little bit of dark going up there, like this is something that's been on the wall for like forever. It's looking cool. Go over to the other side. Now, of course, I've been really getting into that Powertex stuff, but I'm just not sure if that's really what we need. But I'm gonna buy it anyway because I'm gonna try some stuff out. But like what I have now is sort of like Powertex, only it's from real mediums, real artistic mediums, and it sort of works fine. It really doesn't come off the canvas. It's on there to stay on there forever. It won't come off, I'm pretty sure, because as you see, I'm going over this a lot and nothing comes off. And then on the bigger bits, I've tried, you know, bouncing the canvas from the back and then from the front, and I've tried knocking on it really hard, seeing if I can knock some off, but nothing's getting off. So that's, I guess, a really good sign that it's going to be on there forever. And this is a brush. It has a really long, flexible synthetic fibers, and this is really good to get into those little bally things. Okay, that looks cool. Letting it come down here a bit. Now you can't see it anymore. Let me see if I can get you, slide you over. Nope, it's not gonna let me do that. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna try it in a bit again, but I have to wash out my sponge anyway. I know why it won't do it, because my canvas is on the cable. Okay. Let's see, go over there. One down here. Get my cable out of the way. Okay. It's gonna work. But like I said, for this to really pop off the canvas, you really want to do this a couple of times. Not just once or twice. Because the more you do it, the more it gets really dark in the in between these little clay balls. So we're going to take it off again. I think we need some there. I do think there are a couple of advantages when you're working on camera, because when I look down at my canvas, I see that it's nice, but then when I look on the monitor, it looks better, darker. So then I know I'll have to work it a little bit more. That's really starting to look good. Okay. Now another thing I want to do, but that has to wait, because I'm going to do this 2 more times so that it even gets darker in between. And then I'm going to rub some mica powders on it, but also between the balls, not on top of them, but between. So that's going to give it a sort of a really nice sheen, and that'll make it come more to life. Because right now this isn't really too thick, because you don't want that, you know, on a canvas. I don't think that's, you know, appealing. I like 3D, but I like it to be well, pretty flat. Okay, we'll have to take some more off there. So it's starting to look really nice. There you go. I want it a little bit darker here and there. Okay, that's looking nice. And I think I'm going to be adding a little bit of orange, you know, just to warm it up just a little bit, because right now it's kind of cool. So putting in a little bit of orange will warm everything and not make it look so cold. Right now it's more looking marmorish, but I want it to look like plaster. So that's what we're going to do in a bit. I do have to make sure that I get it off all the tops of those, you know, the big thingy-majingies. I do want it off there. I don't want them to be too dark, because otherwise it won't look cool when I put the rest on. Okay, I'll see you in a bit, guys. I'm going to do 3 times, and I'm going to give you a wide shot how it worked out. See you in a bit. Hello everyone. So I'm going to show you some stuff on the painting, but then you can't hear me, so I'll do some voiceover or something. Hey there. So I made this darker, and I made this into a copper metallic, and then I darkened this, which is a sort of patina, which is bleeding down, as you can see here. But now this is too white. So what I'm going to do is put something on here, which I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to show you guys. and then I'm going to lighten this up again. And then it's going to be finished, because this is all pretty much an experiment. And what I wanted to do is, because I've never done these type of paintings before with the structure on it. So what I'm going to do is just experiment, which I have been doing. I've made it light, I made it dark, I've made it light again, I've done everything. I've put paint in between the copper, which is really nice, which I'll show you in a bit under the camera. And I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, we're back. Now, what I want to do up here is, I got to do something because it's too smooth and too white. So I've mixed up some of that stuff, the grout filler and binder and the modeling plaster. So that's the mix. And then I'm going to add something, but I'm just going to see if it's thin enough. Yeah, it looks thin enough. And it's a kind of a nice color, so that's going to work. So I'm going to just smooth it out a little bit. There's a lot of binder in it, so that's going to work. Then I'm going to go over this because I think it's the patina, what I put on is just a little too bright for my liking. So I'm going to brush that back up later, maybe right now, we'll see. But we're going to make it lighter. As you can see, oh, there's a nice layer. But I think I'll have to do something to get it all divided. Let's see if I can get it all done in one thing. Okay. Now I colored it with fluid acrylics, the Vallejo fluid acrylics that I use. I'm going to go back over these things again later. So that's giving it the nice creamy color that it has right now. And I'm working with my good clothes on. I'm sure glad my husband isn't here because he'd be telling me not to do that. Okay. There you go. Going along there. Okay, it's fully covered now. Nice and straight. We want it straight. And we want those little things out of it. Let's see. Yep, okay. And then what I want to do is just take off a little bit. That I'll have to fix because I can't get that off. That looks better. Okay. Now I'm coming along with the little spongy thing, just to blend it in a little bit here and there. It was just a little bit too dark for my liking. First I made it a really light blue, and that was kind of pretty, so the next one is going to be light blue. I like it. Okay, and now comes the difficult part, because I'm going to add some of that sand. And can hear it. I just want to spread it out a little bit. And I can't do that way. That looks better. Okay, that looks really nice. I like that. That looks good. Okay, now the thing is I'm going to let this dry. As you can see here, what I was talking about, I put that in between those little stones, the paint, which makes it pop better. But I'll have to go over it again because I went over it with the white here. But this, I'll have to spray it with binder to keep it on the canvas, and I might even have to paint it again. I might just darken this a little bit, you know, to match the bottom of the painting. So we'll see about that. But I think it's finished, so next time you see it, it's all done. So see you in a bit. Okay everyone, I am back and it's ready. I'm done with the painting. So there you see the sand that I put on the top. And I changed the color of the stones to copper. And I lightened the whole thing up because I didn't like it that dark. So this is it. Thanks for watching. Love you all to pieces. And next week no video because we're going to go and look at the new house and walk on the beach and find some shells and do all kinds of fun stuff. So I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.